So the Devils pull away with a win against the Washington Capitals 3-2 with an all-around gutsy and resilient effort to win the game. From Jake Allen's incredible stops at the last 5 minutes of the game to Dougie's bomb in the slot and Luke Hughes' incredible pass to get the Devils on the board. I thought this was one of the Devils' best efforts, especially against the Caps this season in a game where things could have gone bad had they not held on. So let's start with the first period. Back and forth period, but I think the Devils dominated the majority of it. If you look at the shot total, it's 13-3 in favor of New Jersey. That pass by Luke Hughes in the first period was incredible. He just puts it right through the legs of the Capitals defenseman. Then another scramble and garbage goal in front. Like, Thomas Tatar is such a good net front guy. He gets those garbage goals, and he's been doing that his entire time with the Devils. It's really great to have him back, bringing that aggressiveness in front of the net. I know the Capitals got a goal in the first period, but honestly, I don't think that was Jake Allen's fault. I think the shot just got redirected off a stick. That kind of stuff happens. Overall, I liked how the Devils defended it after that. It wasn't just about defending in their own zone. It was about playing in a way that didn't even allow the Capitals to get many high-quality chances on the power play. The first unit didn't score, but man, they were absolutely buzzing. Like, they were making passes between the legs, weaving in and out of defenders. Like, the speed they showed was just so much faster than the Capitals. And I really liked the power play. Like, you know, and in this recent stretch of games, the power play and penalty kill have looked dangerous. Moving on to the second, the second period was a little more even than the first. While the Devils kind of dominated the first period in terms of shots and play, you know, this period was a bit more balanced. I really liked how the Devils came out in this period, though, and despite the Capitals being more physical and creating some chances, the Devils were resilient. They were able to get the lead with 2 goals in this period, which was really impressive. Dougie's shot was awesome, and then Brendan Dillon came in and just, you know, threw it on net. That's something the Devils have really improved on, you know, just getting pucks to the net, just throw it on net, and you'll get chances, especially against teams like Washington, where the goaltending isn't always the best. You want to create traffic in front and get those chances. What I really liked in the second period was Nico getting some penalty minutes and showing toughness against Connor McMichael. I mean, Nico getting a little physical. Gotta love it. Gotta love seeing that. Also, Devils did a great job of staying in the game and not letting the Caps take control. Or they were able to block some really good chances from the Caps. By the end of the second period, they already had 15 blocked shots, which is huge. I think guys putting themselves in front of the puck, sacrificing the body is such a great thing to see. And to me, it shows that they're all, you know, bought it on, tightening up defensively. And against a team like the Caps, you don't want to give them any extra shots and chances in front. They also did really well in the face-off dot, controlling possession and keeping the momentum in their favor. Finally, in the third period was really dominated by the Capitals for maybe half the period or a little bit more. They got a lot of chances and, you know, eventually scored to make it a 1-goal game. And you could feel that they were making a big final push to tie it up. But to me, Jake Allen was the star of that third period. He came up huge in the final 5 minutes. That glove save across the crease, insane. And he had multiple huge saves as a 2-on-1 where he stretched the pad and several other key stops when the Capitals were pressing. This is another sign of how the Devils are different this year. The goaltending has been solid, and in these gotta-have-it moments, Allen is making those saves. And definitely Markstrom is making, you know, big saves too, you know, in his games and coming up huge. We've got that goaltending tandem where both guys are reliable, and there isn't a big drop off between the two. I really loved Akira and Vitek, but definitely last year it was a bit of a drop off for both of them. You know, it's such a great feeling as a fan to have that confidence and kind of peace of mind back there, knowing that those guys will take care of things. I mean, for so many years, we've definitely been spoiled with Marty back there. But I mean, compared to last year, where some of these chances would have gone in and the Devils would have been down 4-3, this time they're able to hold on to the lead. I thought they played really well to close out the last 5 minutes. They started rolling again around the 7-minute mark, but when the game got down to the final minute and the Capitals made a strong push, like the Devils really locked it down. The block shots were incredible. That's such a huge sign of a team that really wants to win. They're willing to put their bodies on the line, block shots, and make those plays to prevent the puck from even getting near the net. Nico was putting his body on the line. Merce was putting his body on the line. I mean, we got so many guys blocking shots, and it was awesome to see. I do think there were a couple of times where they should have cleared the puck out of the zone, but couldn't because of the Capitals' pressure. I mean, Dano was going crazy in the booth a little bit. Kind of funny to hear him get all into it. Yeah. But yeah, I think there was such an overall team effort to tighten up defensively. Like I said earlier, credit to the Devils for really closing this game out and setting a good standard for how to win games and protect leads as a Devils fan. And yeah, this was such a great game to watch. I mean, I know there was no Ovi here, but this Caps team could still have been dangerous if the Devils didn't play as well as they did, especially in closing it out in the third. I feel like the times when the Devils don't play well this season, it's usually because they're sloppy, like too many turnovers, bad passes, and giving the other team like unnecessary chances. But games like this show what they're capable of when they tighten things up. They've been aggressive and hungry in the offensive zone, and that's been one of my favorite things about them this year, especially in the last few games. They've shown that they're not holding back. They're putting pressure on other teams the way other teams used to do to them. I mean, in this game, how many times did the forecheck really pressure the Caps D-men in the boards when they were trying to break it out? They were just getting sticks in the passing lanes, and they really were just pressuring them, which is something I really want to see them continue to do. Watching them flip the script on other teams has been awesome to watch. It's so exciting to see this team playing so well, from Hughes to Bratt, to Dougie to Tatar and Cotter. Everyone has been stepping up. You know, they feel like Timo Meier hasn't found his groove just yet, but you can feel it coming. When he starts clicking, this team will be even more dangerous. Overall, the Devils are just playing consistent, solid hockey, and they're showing they're not easily shaken by adversity. I'm confident they can keep this momentum going. So that's it for my recap. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the game and how you guys think the Devils have been playing so far. Thanks again, guys, for listening.